Hey, it's Katarina, and this is my testimony. I became saved officially at the age of 10. I knew the gospel before that too. I grew up in a Christian home, going to church, going to Christian school, and I had prayed the prayer of salvation actually a lot of times because I was just so afraid that I wasn't sincere every time I prayed it, and that it couldn't possibly have saved me. And so I would just pray, like, who knows how many altar calls I had. um, I would just be wandering around the house when I was younger, and I wouldn't know where anyone was in my family. And so I would just be so sure that the rapture had happened. And so I would be so afraid. But finally, by the age of 10, I got my confirmation about my salvation, which was really great. Okay, fast forward to high school. I had continued to grow in my personal faith, got to experience some cool milestones like getting baptized in water, baptized in the Spirit, speak in tongues, go on my first missions trip, things like that. But it wasn't until college that I realized that a lot of things I need to overcome were kind of brought to the surface and revealed. In particular, my value and my identity. My value is something my freshman year that I realized I really was on shaky ground with. I knew that God loved me, but I often wondered, did he like me? Was I delightful to him? Was I pleasing to him? And just was really uncertain about his thoughts towards me. Was I pleasing him or not with my life? Because I realized I base a lot of my identity on what I did and not who I was, more on what I was doing instead of just what Jesus had already done for me. A lot of this, though, I figured out actually through a discipleship group that came out of CADA, which was Harry Judd's discipleship group, the 70. And the biggest takeaway I had from that while I've been at college was that I have identity in the Lord that is, apart from my works, and specifically calls me to live a life where I am conscious of my righteousness instead of my sin. I am aware of my right standing with the Lord and not afraid of him condemning me, because he's not disappointed in me, and he's not displeased with me. He's my advocate. And as a result, I can believe that about myself, and I can walk out in that and actually help others to see that same truth. So, that is my testimony up until now. So, thank you for listening.